what is your reaction towards what Nigerians are saying that the teachers in Oyo shouldn't have returned to classroom activities as the children adopted and the teachers have not yet returned home? What is your statement now?
I'm going to tell you that I'm of the view that the teachers could have continued in that solidarity industrial action or strike to make the government do the needful. But whether I like it or not, it beholds on the government to protect land and property of Nigerians. Where kidnapping happen, where they are not able to protect the land and property of Nigerians, it beholds on them to go for rescue. So I think it was a right decision for the teachers in order to embark on that strike, to put pressure on the authorities to do the needful. Whether I like it or not, going back to the classroom has a way of making government to relax and feel all is well. So I have a belief and a feeling that the teachers should have sustained that strike. However, that way they have gotten started some level of commitment from the government that the government wants to do the next thing. Now let me say that the life of those students and teachers is paramount. That is the very reason they should have sustained that strike. But again, let us believe that with the new approach of government, particularly with the respect to the state police agenda, that we are going to see succor in that area. But we cannot wait for state police before we say we want to rescue those Oyo school teachers and the students. That is why all level of government, whether at the level of local government, state government, federal government, there should be synergy towards the rescue and release of the children. If the meeting for ransom for their release is not out of place, however, I'm against ransom payment. But if that is the best option to rescue them without harming them, it's not out of place. Because it is government that has the responsibility to protect lives and property of people. When they are not able to protect them, and we have seen this manner of kidnapping. If going for their rescue will endanger their life and paying for ransom will guarantee their safety, I want to say that the government should go all out to do that.
So what would you also say about the ruling that confirmed David Mark as the ADC leader?
I would say that it's a victory for democracy. It's a victory for democracy because when we started to see judges making pronouncement, it won't look like streamlining the number of political parties that will be qualified to contest the 2027 presidential election. We are worried. We are looking as though the court were taking over the responsibility of Nigerians, the electorates. Now, I look at it, it is Nigerians, the electorates who have registered to vote, that have the power to hire, not the judges. I think that was explained the reason we saw Ise Sagai, that renowned lawyer, telling judges that let us ensure that it is Nigerians that will choose their leaders, not the court determining who will contest and who will not contest. In most cases, most of these things under the purview of internal affairs of political parties. But because of the nature of Nigerian politics, these are judges, courts are not dabbling into internal affairs of political parties. This is not heading by democracy. Because it will get a point where those who govern, those who seek to govern, will not regard the people they govern. Because they know that they can go to court, do one or two things, take some people out of the contest, get themselves into office. But they know that they need to go to the people to campaign, to canvass for votes. They will regard the electorates. Let me give you an instance with what is happening in Abia State. You can see the governor of Abia State going back to the people to ask for another mandate. Because he knew that he got the mandate through the people. He knew that if the people's mandate is paraded, that if you can get yourself into office by lobbying maybe INEC officials, police personnel, maybe other workers during the election, court members and all of that, you will not have regard for the electorate. And one thing it does is, by the time votes start counting, those who have met through the process will start being responsible to the people. They will start bringing dividends of democracy to the people. We know that that is the only way they can confidently go back to the people to ask for another vote. That if through ballot snatching, vote buying, voter suppression, voter intimidation is what gets you into office, your allegiance will be to those areas. Normally, your allegiance is supposed to be to the concern of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to Nigerians who gave you that vote. But for me, I have to say that what happened in the case of ADC is a victory for democracy.
All right, finally, sir, what would you say concerning what the president said, that the economy is stabilizing, so Nigerians will still get the benefits of the democracy?
It's a different thing to say economy is stabilizing. It's a different thing to say whether Nigerians are already well positioned to benefit from the economy. Stability of the economy is not the same thing as betterment of life for the people. You know, Great made one assertion in the class. Now, a group of Nigerians do not understand what she said. When she said that the currency is stabilizing. Stability is different from people gaining and benefiting from the government. For instance, if when Buhari get into office, things started going up. Let's say a loaf of bread dropped from maybe 300 naira to 500, and it continued going up to 600, 700, continue going up. And the point is stopped at 1,002. And for a period of 6 months, it's on 1,002. You can say there's stability. But that stability does not mean that people are already enjoying the dividends of democracy. So what the government should be targeting is how do they drive down the cost of living, not that stability. It may be right with stability, but is that stability already giving Nigerians the needed dividends of democracy that they need? If it's not yet giving them, then the government should think of how to bring the dividends of democracy to the people.